Oh, do stop sniveling, Kay. Tears won't do any good.
Ugh, you'd cry too if you had any heart. The man that I love was stolen by the dark side.
It wasn't Dora they wanted. I was a fool to rush off into the basement to try to save her.
Oh, he's so brave. Tabitha, I need him. They can't hurt him. What do you think they're gonna do to him?
What do to a mortal who dared to oppose them? Well, nothing good, that's for sure. In fact, they could be spit roasting him for supper as we speak. Not that they'll get any joy there, he's far too lean. You need good, juicy, fatty meat for a decent barbecue.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay, you have got to think of something. We have to get them back.
I've tried. I can't find any trace of them anywhere in any universe.
Maybe we should use the Ouija board again.
It's no use, Kay.
There has to be something we can do.
You don't seem to understand, dear. What happened tonight was a momentous dark side event. I have been the boys in the basement handmaiden for hundreds of years. And now they've deserted me and taken Endora with them. It's obvious they lost their trust in me, and they will do anything they can to keep Endora's powers to themselves.
Well, don't give up.
I'm not giving up. But I don't know what else to do. Hundreds of years of magical experience has gone for naught. I'm hitting a brick wall here, Kay.
Well, then what are you saying, Tabitha? That there's nothing we can do to bring Miguel and Endora home?
What I'm saying is that further effort may be fruitless. I mean, even a witch with super strong powers is no match for the overwhelming evil that's at the dark side's disposal.
Don't you dare give up! The man that I love and your daughter have been kidnapped by demons!
Well, you tell me what to do then.
I don't know. All I know is that I won't let you even think that we're never gonna see Miguel or Endora again.
What is going on? Why does Sheridan keep calling me?
After all the money I spent in this house, I can't seem to find a jar of pickled onions.
You're the only one who ever liked them, Father.
Well, that's no excuse. I'm still master of this place for the next 1,000 years. Let no one forget it.
No one could ever forget you, Father. I always think about you.
Oh, it's very kind of you, Sheridan. What do you think about? Murdering me, no doubt.
No, I wouldn't waste my energy. As soon as the police come after you for murdering Chad, you'll be out of all of our lives for good.
Oh, dream on, child. If and when Sam Bennett arrests me, I'll be out of jail in no time. I have people with lots of power who owe me lots of favors, all the way from the White House to the Kremlin.
Yeah, but no one really likes you, Father. They just fear you. In fact, if I were president and I heard that you had been arrested for murder, I would hightail it to Camp David and wait for the blessed news of your execution.
Good girl. If and when I die, though, I will still have people toe the line. Because if they don't, all of their secrets will be exposed. My lawyers will take care of that. Now, this way, I can control people from beyond the grave.
Well, it will be fascinating to see if your schemes actually work. Sooner, the better. So tell me, Father, when you were on that train with Beth and Marty...
All right. Sheridan, please. The boy is dead. You have to forget this, and you have to move on. If you want a child, then buy one. And that's a pretty good idea because I've always been afraid that you would transfer your madness into any natural child that you would bear.
As usual, Father, thank you. Thank you for your kind words. Liar. Marty is alive, and you're the one who's been keeping him from me.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Knife in the back.
I hate you, Father.
I mean, after all, a kitchen utensil. I'd much prefer a Renaissance stiletto in my collection of antique weapons. I mean, if I die from a stiletto, it's a certain amount of panache.
You're sick.
You know, I've been reading the secret journals and records of our family. And patricide has always been a staple with us. And you would be the first female to take down the head of the family. And in this modern day and age, I find it very amusing that a woman is going to stab me with a kitchen knife in the kitchen.
I will.
Oh, well, let's get to it then. Get to it. You stabbed me right in the heart.
I will.
No, you won't. You're weak. You'll never go through with it. You have no guts.
You don't mean what you just said, right?
I do. Well, Ethan is your son.
You know what Teresa's talking
No,
about?
I can actually speak for myself.
I don't understand any of this.
And I know this is really hard to take in, but you have to admit that you've always known it. Now, you said yourself that you felt this connection with him ever since you helped deliver him, and that bond is really strong.
It's always been there. I love him just as much as I love this new baby or Jane.
And he loves you. I mean, you saw how upset he got the minute he thought this new baby would take his place in your heart. I mean, Ethan, every little boy needs a strong male role model, and Lord knows Julian's never been involved in his upbringing.
It's not because he didn't want to be.
No, now
Teresa.
you know why. Just glad I got this out. I mean, I've wanted to talk to you about this for a really long time.
Teresa, we have talked about this.
You're not angry with me, right?
No. No, why should I be angry? Teresa, I've always been honored that you consider me a substitute father for little Ethan.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about it. You sound like little Ethan. I will never desert him. Even though that I'm not his biological father, in a way, I'll always consider him my firstborn.
Well, you are a very generous man.
No, Ethan, you don't understand.
It has nothing to do with generosity. It's selfishness. I mean, every minute I spend with him is gold, and I get a kick out of it.
I appreciate you think that.
But you don't, honey, you don't have to worry. Even though he is not my biological son, I want to be a father figure to him in his life. I do.
Well, glad that's settled.
No, it's not settled. Look, okay. No, yes, I mean, I've always thought of you like a father to little Ethan, but I'm not saying...
That's all that matters. That's all that matters. He needs a dad, and Julian has seemingly lost interest in pursuing custody of him, so that leaves me. I'm the only one available, and I want it. I want to be the fatherly figure in that boy's life.
Now you listen to me, witch. Okay, now is not the time to just throw in the towel.
I didn't say I was throwing in the towel exactly.
Well, then what are you saying? Miguel and Endora can't be lost to us forever, can they? Can they? No. I will not accept that, okay? I can't lose Miguel. I have gone through years of heartache, and now we're finally together, and we finally have a chance at happiness. No one is just gonna snatch that away from me like that.
Someone just did.
Don't give in to despair. I know you don't like when I talk about those kind of things, but did you know that giving in to despair is considered a sin?
Don't you talk to me about sins, girl. I invented most of them.
Tabitha, don't you see? Hopelessness is an acknowledgement that there is no greater power than yourself. We have to have faith in something, Tabitha. Otherwise there's no point in going on. I'm not going to talk about my faith in because I know it upsets you, but I also have faith in love. And my love for Miguel is what keeps me going. And I know he loves me back. And that's a true bond. And I know I don't know where he is right now, but I know he's not dead, because if he was, I would feel it in here. So you can't give up. If you love Endora, you won't. No mother would.
Did I say I was giving up?
Well, it sounded like it.
Love. Love is the reason we're in this mess. I had it okay. I was feared and respected. I had powers beyond imagining. I don't know. Maybe I was due for a fall. I was very proud. I thought I could control anything that life threw at me. And then I created my last Timmy. I don't know what it was about him, but something touched me. He touched me. And for the very first time in my existence, I felt attachment.
Not attachment. Love.
Yes. Yes. Love. And when he died, I was devastated. And then there was that one wild drunken night and Endora was born, and everything changed. You don't have to preach to me about love, Kay. The love I feel for Endora is no mere mortal emotion. You listening? You on the dark side, you hear that? Love is the most powerful force in the universe. The very idea of love sickened my rational mind, but it burned hot somewhere else. Here in my heart. And as you know, I don't even have a physical heart. I'm a witch. So there's the power of love for you. Thank you, dear, for reminding me. I won't let you have Endora. I don't care, dark side, light side, any side. She's mine, and I'm coming to get her.
Yep, that's the spirit. Whew, okay. Now, what do we do?
Yeah, well, that's the dilemma, isn't it? I don't know. If Endora were here, I'd ask her. You know, her powers are so strong, Kay. And she is in such control of them for someone her age. I'm not surprised the Brimstone boys want to keep her for themselves. She is the first person who has ever stood up against them in history and won.
Well, she's your daughter. She inherited those powers from you. So somewhere deep inside you, you must possess those same powers yourself.
No. Somewhere maybe centuries ago. I don't know. But frankly, I don't think my powers were ever as strong as Endora's.
Oh, well, we'll just have to figure out a way to make them sizzle more. You know, I've got my powers now. They may be uncontrolled, but they're there. So if we can combine your powers with mine, maybe we can fight back.
Okay, dear. You're not listening. You've seen how I worked tonight to find a single trace of Endora and Miguel, and nothing. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Unless we're being sabotaged in some way.
How?
Do you feel it? You know, I think that the boys are draining us of our magical powers to prevent us from following Miguel and Endora. I feel as if my magical batteries are almost dead. Oh, at this rate, we won't be able to do anything between the two of us.
Tarot cards, wake up! Fly into the air and dance. Get ready for a little 52 pickup. Oh, no.
You see what I mean? Soon I'm going to become what everybody already thinks I am. A dotty old woman who lives in a strange house with a big, bad kitty cat.
Tabitha, what are we gonna do?
What?
God, I hope Miguel and Endora are together. He'll protect her.
She'll probably have to protect him. Oh, I agree. I hope they're together. I hate to think of Endora in some strange place alone.
Well, don't just sit there. I mean, what's the next step?
We've got to find some other way to find them.
Okay, such as, I mean, you said you couldn't trace any of them in any known universe.
No, that's right. That's it. That's it!
What?
Yes! Oh, you brilliant girl. In any known universe. Oh, out of the mouths of babes. Let's go, let's go!
Where are we going?
Hold my hand. I'm going to need some of your juice. Let's hope between the two of us we have enough. Alley-oop!
Strike me! Grant, strike me, strike me, strike me, strike me. Let's see if you've learned anything from me.
Oh.
Go!
Oh, Sheridan, what the hell are you doing? Sheridan.
Could you just listen to me? What I was trying to say
Tracy,
before.
really, you've said enough already.
The monitors at the nurse's
What?
station show that we're having trouble with Mr. Winthrop's IV.
IV, I'm fine. I feel fine.
You're overdoing it. You just regained consciousness. You need to rest.
You know what? The nurse is 100% right. You are so weak, Ethan. We don't want you to relapse, Teresa, right? We don't want to do anything to jeopardize his recovery.
Listen, what I was saying to you is that
Whatever it is
Ethan
can wait.
No,
Teresa, he
it really
needs his
can't
sleep.
wait. Thank you.
You know what? I'm going to feed this beautiful boy, and then you're both going to take a nap, and then when you're awake, you're well rested, you can spend more time with this wonderful little boy.
Is this the son you were telling Mr. Winthrop about?
Where are we?
You gave me the idea, Kay. You reminded me that I couldn't find a trace of Endora and Miguel in any known universe. So where else is there to look? In another dimension. Between the universes, somewhere between the dark side and the light side, in a sort of neutral middle ground, so to speak.
Like a magical Switzerland.
Well, without the mountains and the goats, and the singing nuns and Julie Andrews, yes.
The Sound of Music was in Austria, but good. I hate goats.
Anyway, like Switzerland, the dark side Nazis live just across the border, so we have to be very careful.
So, what are we gonna do here?
Well, since this is considered sort of a neutral ground, we should be able to contact some of the spirits who actually live here without interference from the dark side. With any luck, someone will have heard something, a whisper about Endora and Miguel.
Oh, good. Well, let's get to it.
No, well, yeah, but be very careful, because you never know. This whole idea might be a total disaster.
I thought you just said this was a neutral dimension.
Yeah, well, the dark side is very clever, Kay. Do you like reading spy novels? Like John le Carré, for example?
What does that have to do with anything?
Well, the dark side has seeded the population with cells of evil spirits. They pretend to be neutral, but they would betray us to their masters in the blink of an eye. If we run into any of them, we are in big trouble.
It doesn't matter, okay? We have to do whatever it takes to find Miguel and Endora.
Yes, all right. Well then, let's proceed. But be very careful, Kay, because they're all around, and you can be sure they will see us before we see them.
Sheridan, whatever you are doing, stop it.
He has to die, Louise. He's evil. He won't tell me about Marty. He won't tell me about our son.
Louise, you talked to her. Marty is dead. He died when that train exploded.
But you survived.
It was pure luck.
Sheridan, put the knife down. Put it down.
He has to die.
Yeah, I know. You know what? I couldn't agree with you more, Sheridan. But here's the thing. This is not the way. Because for some crazy reason, the authorities would still consider this man a human being. If you were to kill him, ruin your life, okay? Sheridan, he is not worth it.
But Marty.
I know, Sheridan, but killing him is not going to bring Marty back. Marty is gone. Down, Sheridan. Down. Just put the knife down.
Good girl.
You bastard. I hate him, Louise. I hate him. I hate him.
I know.
I hate him.
Sheridan, I hate him too.
What up, Chair? All talk, no action.
Yes, that is my boy. That's the baby that she was talking about.
A beautiful boy.
Thank you. This is a boy who needs to be fed. Teresa, let's go.
You know what? Actually, Ethan, that baby right there.
Teresa,
wasn't this-
we need to listen to the nurse. Ethan's had far too much excitement already, and, giving him too much to think about right now might jeopardize his recovery.
That is ridiculous.
That is ridiculous, isn't it?
It is. I'm fine. Don't worry about me.
Well, somebody has to. Ethan, I know you better than anyone else on the planet. I can tell you are absolutely exhausted. You need to get your rest so you can spend some time with this beautiful boy. You can really get to know his daddy. Don't you agree, Teresa?
You definitely should get your rest.
I feel fine, but I'll rest.
Okay.
And we'll talk later, okay? I promise. Do me a favor. Reassure little Ethan that I love him very much. Will you do that for me?
Of course I will. Take care.
Well, I knew you'd see reason. Now really is not the time.
Maybe not, Gwen, but I am going to tell him the truth. I'm going to tell him that we have a son together and there's not a damn thing you can do to stop me.
No, you really shouldn't make these sweeping statements, because every time you do, I prove you wrong.
What exactly are we looking for? There's one now. He's trying to make contact with us. Wow. That is beautiful. Yeah. A bit high-tech for my taste, but chacun a son goût. Anyway, that Steven Spielberg retro thing is very fashionable in the spirit world nowadays.
How do we communicate with it? Speak to us, O spirit of the blue column. I, a lowly witch in training, beg for your help.
I told you it was high-tech, dear. All right. We're ready when you are. There.
Oh, he is far from puny.
Anything smaller than Jabba the Hutt would be puny to this group.
Oh, it's seen them.
Oh, I've got that. What? That's Endora's necklace. She was wearing it when she was abducted, Gay.
Wait, wait.
That's it, Gay. That's it. We found it.
Very touching scene. Looks like Sheridan would do just about anything to get back into your arms.
Shut up. Just shut up. What the hell are you doing back here anyway? God, it was so much better when you were dead.
Well, it takes much more than a missile to kill me.
Yeah, I guess that'll be up to the legal system now, won't it? I'm sure the Europeans and the feds are going to be really interested as to what it was you were doing in Europe. Then there's the DA here who's going to go after you for killing Chad and trying to kill Ethan and Teresa. And I'm going to place you under arrest.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not going to be taking me anywhere.
Is that what you think? Even if I needed backup, which I don't, Sam's already here.
Well, what's Sam doing here?
Right. I was hoping there was going to be a better way to tell you this, but I guess there really isn't one. Fox was shot. He's been murdered. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, looks like I have the advantage now. I beat you to the punch, Teresa. Ethan has a son now. Our son.
Why'd you come back, Gwen? You weren't supposed to be able to get pregnant. You were barren.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Okay, don't go there. So how's this possible? 1, 2, 3, presto, and a baby appears? And a son, no less? Now, we both know how much Ethan always wanted to have a son.
Teresa, I don't know. It was a miracle. You know the doctors can't explain it, but suddenly I was pregnant.
Were you?
And what's that supposed to mean?
Well, I don't know, Gwen, every doctor, every specialist that you went to so that you couldn't get pregnant. And suddenly you show up with this beautiful little boy. So who does he belong to? Because I don't believe for 1 second that that's your child with Ethan.
Please, Gay, there's no need for all these morsel histrionics.
Oh, stop it. Hugging comes from a perfectly normal human emotion. Ah, you're as happy as I am.
Yes, of course I am. Well, which dimension are you taking us to? What? Damn! It's an evil spirit from the dark side.
It was all a trick?
No, I don't think so. Oh, but the evil spirit overpowered our friendly spirit. They're on to us, Kay. We gotta get out of here.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
Hey, wait!
How did this happen?
Fox was with Fancy's friend Esme.
Esme, that crazy woman?
Yeah, I know. They were in bed together, and someone shot him.
Not Esme. I mean, with all the pills she's on and all the booze she drinks, I would not put it past her.
No, she swears she's innocent.
I don't get it. Why would Esme or anyone, for that matter, want to shoot Fox?
I don't know, but I'm gonna find out.
Are there any other suspects?
Well, Julian says
Julian says what?
he thinks that Kay and Miguel are responsible, which obviously is ridiculous because my brother would never kill anyone.
I can't believe this. Another death. Fox is dead?
It's shocking. I know. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. All right, now it's time to put you under arrest. Oh my God. Again, I let him get away again.
God, you are so predictable. I mean, when things don't go your way, you immediately think someone's plotting against you.
Because you usually are, Gwen. So you and your mother, you came up with another way to come between Ethan and me. And you're using an innocent baby to do it. So let me guess. You rented the baby. No, you probably stole it, didn't you? I'm gonna get those DNA tests performed.
God, it is such a shame you never went to college. You know, because one of the benefits of higher education is learning to think ahead. I knew you would accuse me of some sort of nonsense like this, so I came prepared. Here. These are the DNA test results on my son. And you can compare them to anything you can find on Ethan. But you'll find they're a perfect match. There's no doubt that Ethan is the father of my son.
No time for all that. The dark side's everywhere. They're all around us, and they're anticipating our every move, and the worst of it all is they're 2 steps ahead of us all the time.
Wait, so that was a lie? Back there, the spirit didn't know where Miguel and Adora really are?
No. I think that spirit did know. But then the evil spirit came and took over or destroyed it before it could tell us.
Oh, great. Now we're right back to where we started. What are we gonna do?
Hush up, Kay. Ever since the mortal mortals of this planet invented the cinema, this has been the classic dark side warning signal. Of course, Darksiders love westerns. You know, it's a classic. Good against evil. Of course, in their versions, evil always wins. Oh, bloody Beelzebub's boils.
What? What is it?
Oh, it's a message. It's a message from our enemies, Kay.
And?
It's a ransom note. It says if we ever want to see Endora and Miguel again, we have to do exactly what it says.
I can't do that.
If you don't, you'll doom Miguel to everlasting hellfire.
Still catch that bastard.
Wait, forget about Father Marty is alive.
Sheridan, we have been through this, okay?
Come here, come here. I have proof. I have proof. Look at this. Come here and look at this. Look.
It's a trick. He died.
No, that is Marty. He's older. That is our boy. He's alive and well.
Can't be. Can't be true. But it is.
Go ahead. Have him retested to your heart's content. I'll even help you swipe the inside of my baby's cheek. Ethan and I made this beautiful boy, and you are looking at the proof.
Well, you seem to forget that little Ethan is also Ethan's son. And Ethan loves me, Gwen. He always has.
Yeah, and how's he gonna feel when he finds out you've been lying to him for over a year?
I'll understand.
No, he won't. You've heard him say over and over again that there's nothing worse than a parent being kept from his child. You know that. You've heard him say it yourself.
Well, my mother and Whitney
What
both
do
seem to
they
think-
know? If I know anything, I know how Ethan thinks. I know he's going to be furious when he finds out you robbed him of years of being a real father to little Ethan. Oh, and let's not mention the fact that because of you, he missed the birth of our beautiful boy. What? You pushed me into a divorce, Teresa. Because of you, Ethan missed the precious moment of this baby boy coming into the world. And you know how much Ethan loves being there at important moments. And when Ethan finds out how you've deceived him, you know he's gonna hate you. He's gonna wanna cut you out of his life for good. It's amazing, you know? As sick as he is still so handsome. You may wanna think about saying goodbye.
Why don't you just get away from me, Gwen? What if she's right? What if you do start to hate me? What if you can't forgive me and you want me out of your life forever?
You control that temper of yours, or I'll control it for you.
And when the smoke clears, Ethan will be mine.
I have something to say to both of you.